if you have a bad day or a bad period? Do you have any methods that you use to cope with?
I take my bicycle and I cycle along the beach. There's a lot of piers. I try to be alone and just listen to the water and the waves, little things. Because I've been here for a while, I know a few friends, so maybe just go and grab a beer or something, talk about it.
Drinking wine is not an answer, is it? No.
It shouldn't be.
I'm joking. I usually run or listening to music. But yeah, the preferred method is running if I have time enough on the beach. That resets the mind, gets those endorphins out.
Me personally, I mean, I'm lucky because I have a loving wife, and that makes a huge difference. Without her, I'd probably be in the lunatic asylum or something.
I walk dogs, and this helps me. Like when I'm very stressed, I have this very own dog that I walk sometimes. So I go walk the dog, and this helps me a lot. Yeah.
Did you find that dog?
I literally put a small poster on the dog park with my number saying I walk dogs, and I got a call. And since then, I always walk this dog every week.
As I said, I go to the beach. That's a pretty good moral booster for me. The waves. And I don't go with anybody. I mean, go alone, go sit there, maybe go out, have a good meal outside. As I said, there is a pretty thriving Indian community here. So you always tend to get somebody or the other to talk about stuff which is happening back home. You know, we are pretty passionate about our cricket. So I play cricket every week. I have a set of friends with whom we play cricket every week. So these all contribute to the mental health in a very, very large way. And I'm very thankful for that.
You have to change your energy. You have to change your state because it's all about the energy. If I'm inside, for example, at home and I feel my energy is not good, I go outside, maybe go up the mountain, maybe go to the beach, or I practice yoga. Yes, practice something that makes your energy change.
I personally drive my car, but I'm like a big car person. And so I take my car out and I just like drive around the city for a little bit. And then that kind of clears my head, go back home, or I'll walk along the beach. That's pretty much it. Like those two things for me are like my go-to when I need to sort of clear my head or feel better about a situation.
Friends. Yeah, I can say that in here I've made not many close friends, but at least 3-4 very good close friends, and that I know I can rely on them, and they have relied on me also.
Well, I have a special diary that I decided to from 3 years from the beginning of the time I came here. So I write everything in point form. I write the good stuff. I try to minimize the negative stuff as well. And I try to plan my schedule within the diary. So when I'm having a bad day, I'm busy, which will help me not to think about the issue too much. And I'll also have time to relax and meditate. And go through because I also put pictures of my good moments as well. Everything, the good moments. I take photos of almost every experience that I have so that when I see this, I'm like, oh, okay, this was crazy. Yeah. And also, I try not to stress about the things that I cannot solve. I just let time to align everything. But the things that I can solve, I look for solutions, either from advice or consultation. And meditation and yoga is good.
If you are struggling with your mental health, or you are simply looking to become a happier person, we, a team of experienced psychologists, created a comprehensive guideline to improve your mental health. You can choose from a list of evidence-based techniques based on cognitive behavioral therapy and tailored to your current level.
I guess meeting with friends, like getting myself out of that environment. For example, if I'm sad and I'm at home and I'm like, okay, why am I sad? Oh, maybe it's because I didn't go outside, I didn't meet with people that week, or I didn't do something that makes me feel fulfilled. Then, yeah, I just kind of look inwardly and be like, okay, yeah, it's something that I can change or something that I can do. But yeah, I think that it's mostly like looking inwardly and then figuring out like what am I missing from whatever I need in that week or that day.
I love meditating, for example. My startup is called Bamboleo Talk. So I love talking. That's the best thing for me and the most effective and what I do best. So talking to a good friend is always, it may seem or it may sound very logical, but some people, because of this rhythm in big cities, they think friends are not so important anymore, or talking the truth about themselves, or they think nobody will listen. So I think it is important to abandon those thoughts and make sure that there's always somebody willing to listen. Sometimes it's a stranger. Some people are very lonely. That's the truth. But I think that there's always somebody out there willing to listen. Yeah.
I myself personally, I like to go to the nature, like any park where I see a lot of green, a lot of bush, a lot of leaves. Green color is calming to me. I like to go close by the mountains, therefore, good hiking trails, or chill on a blanket near the water by the beach.
Drinking? No, I'm joking. I don't know. Go for walks, go for hikes, try to work out, try to still hang out with my friends in my little favorite terrace. Even if it's cold, just wear more clothes. Just try to go out as much as possible, not stay in the apartment just because it's cold and not sunny.
Do you have any methods that you use now during times where you don't feel as good?
Yeah. The first one is meditation. I use a specific app, and it's a 10-minute meditation thing. And I have been using it like I have seen my metrics. It's been almost 3 years or something like that. It's a guided meditation that helps you to calm down. Because most of the times when I woke up, I was already stressed and I didn't know why. That it still happens. But when I try to meditate, you start relax your day. That was the first thing. The second thing is exercise. I love cardio exercise, and although cardio is good, I started here training musculation, doing this type of heavy weights and so on. And at first I didn't like it because I thought at the beginning it was the typical stereotype of the big guy with the big muscles, and I was not into that. But I started liking it because you get concentrated on that, and everything you forget everything when you're exercising. So that was the second thing. Exercise or practice any sport that you like. That was the second thing. And the third one, and I'm not trying to be a doctor, but the third one will be try to eat in a proper way, have a healthy meat. And the fourth one is like feeding your mindset on, I think that everyone has a soul, so feed the soul. And feeding the soul is like reflecting how your day was, how you can improve yourself, and bring some philosophy and trying to be a better person every day.
It seems stupid to say common things, but what best works is eat well, organize your meals and eat well, do some sport, and socialize. I mean, if you do that, you will end up being quite good. I'm not saying super good, but quite good. Then I always say to please maintain the patterns as good as you can. And if you could not sleep, wake up still at the same time, and eventually you will end up sleeping maybe the fourth night. And eat well. If you cannot eat too much because you are too stressed out and you have a lot of anxiety, eat small rations, small portions, but of healthy food, because people, when they are like that, used to eat sugary things, used to drink a lot of alcohol, used to smoke a lot, or maybe even worse, drugs, then all of that is not going to go better. Try to not get too isolated. One day is okay, but try to get out. How you are going to do that? Maybe get involved in something that you like, maybe volunteering for something you love, maybe get to help dogs in some place, wherever you like, but push yourself to at least do something each day. If you do that, you probably feel that you can manage small, tiny things, but that can bring you some balance.